All right, in section 4, we're going to talk about multi-step equations. So we've already kind of done this before, but we've looked at one-step and two-step equations. So now we're just going to look at when it's more than two steps. So you want to make sure that you're organized in your work and you want to show each step of what you're doing. So in our first example, we want to solve for m. Here we have 5 equals 1/5 m minus 2 plus 2/5 m. I know you might be thinking this is going to be tricky because we have fractions, but since they have the same denominator, we can just add these two because we want to combine like terms first because we have two m's. 1/5 plus 2/5 will get 3/5 m minus 2. Now from this point, I want to combine the numbers, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides to combine it with the 5. That'll cancel, and I'm left with 7 equals 3/5 m. And an easy way to get rid of this fraction is to multiply by the reciprocal. So if I multiply both sides by 5/3, that's going to cancel. And then I'm going to get a fraction as my final answer, but that's okay. Easy way to do that, I can just multiply 5 times 7 on top, and I'm left with 35/3 equals m. In our next example, we have x's and numbers on both sides. So what I want to do first is combine like terms. I want to get all of my x's to one side and then all my numbers to the other side. It really doesn't matter what you pick. So here I'm going to add 2x on both sides. You could add the 7x on both sides. It really doesn't matter. As long as you're doing every step correctly, then you're going to get like the same answer in the end. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. Also keep in mind I'm adding since I'm bringing it to the other side of the equal sign. -7 plus 2, I'll be left with -5x minus 9 equals 31. So now from here, I'm going to move the 9 over to the right side. And I'm going to do that by adding 9. Because again, I got to do the opposite to bring to the other side of the equal sign. I'm left with -5x equals 40. And now from here, my last step to get x by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by -5. And I'm left with -8. In our last example, we have a longer equation to solve. At 5 times -2x minus 1 minus 5x plus 2 equals 27. I'm going to want to first deal with those parentheses. Quick way to get rid of the parentheses is just by distributing. So I'm going to multiply the 5 to both terms. I have -10x minus 5, and then everything else from the equation stays the same. And now from this point, I want to combine like terms. I'm going to start by combining the -10x and -5x. Notice that since they're both on the same side, I'm not going to do anything with an opposite sign. I'm just going to think, all right, if I combine -10 and -5, I'll have -15. And now from here, I have -5 and +2. Again, they're on the same side, so I'm just going to combine together -5 plus 2, which will give me -3. And now from here, I want to combine the 3 and the 27. Since I need to move that 3 over to the other side of the equal sign, I'm going to add 3 on both sides to do the opposite. Those will cancel. I'm left with -15x equals 30. Last step, I'm going to divide both sides by -15, and I'm left with x equals -2.